Driving down the road that I grew up on once again. It's when I pass your door, the memories come back again. Pictures of us flooding back just like a wave. Makes me wonder what happened, what you're up to today. Remember when we stole your mother's car?
Hey everyone, how are you this morning? I can imagine that some of you are going to be watching this on a replay because the date was incorrect. So I'm not entirely sure what happened, to be honest with you, but we're here. We're going to do a happy hips. I hope that you're searching around for it and you'll see it. Some of you may have gotten my most recent email which said that I'm about to go get fitted for a boot, but for right now, we're going to bounce today. I'm feeling fine. We're going to bounce. But I am going to be doing like a lot of closed chain. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Hi, Colleen. I don't know what happened with the date, but we're here. It's September 4th. So, or not. It's August something. I'm not sure. In any case, we are going to do a Happy Hips class this morning, and I'm going to use some bands. You can choose to use the bands or not. We'll be using them for a little extra resistance on our side leg lifts. I'm going to be doing a little closed chain bouncing. I know myself, by the time we get up and into it, my body's going to feel warm and good, and this might be my last hurrah. I'm not going to injure myself, of course, but I might bounce a little, so don't get too concerned if I'm bouncing a little. I'm really navigating through this place of like not knowing fully what's going on with my body, because I thought it was just plantar fasciitis, but it turns out I have a tear. And so we're going to do the 3-week less mobility. It's going to be hard. Yeah, I don't have words right now, but we'll be doing a little bands. We'll be doing a little bouncing. To start, we're going to come up onto our rebounder and put the bands off to the side. You're going to see like either the strengthening of your teacher in a big way, or you're going to see my complete undoing. So we'll see what happens, right? All right, let's just start shifting back and forth, establishing our footprints. And as you do this, I want you to pour all the way down into one leg and all the way down into the other. Think of the idea that you're pressing your weight into the bungees. You're really working through your footprint all the way down. And when I do this enough, pushing as far as I can into one side or the other, I do start to feel the side of my hip kick in. So how deep can you push down into either footprint in order to find those side hip muscles, the ones that help stabilize you, yeah? So do this a couple more times. We're gonna start to roll our shoulders all the way up to the ears, all the way down, just as you go side to side, all the way up, all the way back. If you're new to this channel, just remember that we're here in, quite honestly, a therapeutic capacity, but that doesn't mean that it's going to be easy per se. Oftentimes the therapeutic stuff is really hard, but we're doing it to support ourselves in every stage of ability level, every stage of life. Let's reverse our shoulder rolls back to front, just getting a little bit of mobility here. So in the event that you need like a super duper cardiovascular, there are formats on this channel. I also want to point you towards San Fran Fitness. It's a colleague of mine who specializes in more HIIT Tabata. Over here we do those things, but we just do them in a little more gentle approach, a little less intense approach. Let's do one more here. Good. Come back to center. Take your hands on your knees, bend your knees. We're just gonna bring our elbows together forward, round our back a little bit, and then stand up and press your palms back. So hands to the thighs, bend your knees. I'm rounding my spine and separating my shoulders, and then pressing down and reaching back. Oh, I see Tracy popped into the chat. Keep going, rounding over. Good morning. Yes, yes, yes. Good. Keep going, 2 more. Rounding over. Yeah, it's hard, Colleen. It's a mental game. It's a mental game. I have a little bit of the verge of tears, but I know it's just fear of the unknown, and we'll roll with it. We'll roll with it. It's also because I just bought these fabulous shoes for my sister's wedding. I'm wearing them, I don't care. I'll walk down the aisle in them, and then I'll take them off after and put the boot back on. Reach your right arm up, reach your left arm down. Good. Pull it through center. Sometimes, you know, like there is something about mental joy. So we'll find out. And I think that what I'll do over the next couple of rebounding classes is that we'll focus a little more on Pilates on the rebounder. It'll be fine, you know? Good. Last one. Give us a little chance to beef up our core work and our hip work. All right. Let's bounce in a closed chain. So that means our feet are staying on the mat, and we're just gonna let everything kind of sift through us, including the emotions. Yeah, luckily I really like this playlist today, so it'll get my energy up, yeah? So do whatever cadence you need to right now as you get into your body, as you let those shoulders release. Think of your spinal muscles just dropping down. Good. All right, reaching up through the crown of your head, we're gonna start to stretch your right arm overhead and then lower down, and the left arm, reach it up and lower it down, and right. That's it. And lower, and left, and lower. Let's switch from side to side. Good. Reach, and switch, and switch. We go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your hands to your center. Open and close. Can we start to bounce a little deeper into the legs? Start to get onto the beat. Good. We go for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Good. Bring the hands out to 90 degrees and then up into goalposts. Right arm goes down. And then we switch. Getting a lot of good shoulder motion in today because I like to address the hips from the other girdles too, from the shoulder girdle, maybe the knee ankle girdle. We'll see what happens there. Good. Give me 4 more. Yes. 3, 2, and 1. All right, bring your feet a little wider. We're gonna calm the bounce down. We're gonna squat down for 2 and up. Whatever you got, just as a warm up, down. And lift. And down. And up, yes. All right, it's Monday. Wouldn't be a Monday without a bounce, yeah? Good. Push. 4 more, down. Press it up. And 3. That's it. And 2. Good. Last one, we're gonna swivel our heels out to the side. Come into a little bounce balance. Good. I've got my feet all the way down to the mat again. And then we'll start to roll to the ball of our foot a little bit. So you're always gonna have some options. And now, like, I'm a bad trainer. You know, in the weeks past, I would have just pushed through a little of the discomfort. Now I'm paying attention to it a little more. So my feet are gonna stay down. You can roll all the way up to the ball of your foot. You see my right foot? If that feels okay for you. Otherwise, we're gonna stay right here. We wanna get that heart rate up. I am going to do the best campaign to keep bouncing. I'm still gonna keep bouncing. I'm just not very good at compliance. Let's walk in, tiptoe, or just pushing through the heels. So you can do your tiptoe rolling to the ball of the foot, or you can just dig your heels down, which is kind of nice too. Good. We go 4, 3, 2. We're gonna double it up, 2 each side. 2. Good. Push left, push right, or whatever foot you're on. Good. That's it. The funny thing is, I know you knew I would be here. I knew you would be here. The computer messed things up. I think actually what happened is I think I've just eliminated this week in general. Go 4 more. Like it doesn't exist. I literally thought that the wedding was this weekend. It's not. Back to singles. Here we go. Good. All right, hopefully we're getting a little warmer. Trying to stay on that beat. 4 more here. 3, 2. Both heels go all the way down. Pull your elbows back, back, back. Good. Now I'm gonna stay close to the mat, but if you wanna jump your basic bounce, it's time to get a little air, just like this, okay? You can always stay with me though. Good. Watch my arms. You're gonna go back, out, back, out. There's a little clap there, or a little touch. Good. 3, 2, 1 more. Hold your arms, slide your feet out, bounce down. Perfect time to get some air if you want it, or you just stay right with me. We're here for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Bring it back in. We're gonna combo the basic and the rebound. You're either jumping up, jumping out, or sliding and keeping your feet to the mat. 1, 2. Totally doable. Good. Here we go. Pull, slide, close, pull. Yes. You got it, everybody. Give me 4. Give me 3. And 2. And 1. Bring it in, hold. We're gonna bounce 2, 3, knee. And knee. 1, 2, 3, and knee. Little balance. If you need to lift your heel only, that's okay. Good. Bounce, 2, 3, and knee. Push those heels down. Good. For me and you, Heather, bring those heels to the mat. Good, give me 4. Give me 3. Give me 2. Give me 1. Now we're just gonna come down, little heel twist and swivel. I'm trying to say at the same time. It's a twivel. Keep going, keep going. Good. Moving from your hips, moving from your hips. Chest in, chest faces front. You can get a lot of cardio without leaving the mat, you know? 8, 7, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to center. We're gonna march it out in small steps. Boom, boom, boom. It's our last little cardio push. It's working. So we bring it down to the mat. Open, open, close, close. Good. Think outer hip, inner thigh. Good, good. Good. Out, out. 4, 3, we're gonna start with the left leg. Ready, go. Good. Checking in. I am not experiencing pain. We're all good. My objective is to keep showing up. Checking in for myself, for you. Just in case my doctor stalks me. I'm fine, doctor. It's gonna be okay. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a deep breath in. Woo. Release. One more time. Yes. And we're gonna step down off our our rebounder to come back up. Yes. I feel the love. All right, my friends. We're gonna come into our hip cars. Particularly effective and important for hip circulation. And I do always think, even though it's great for women, I do always think of my men here, because these are some of the ranges that you can really benefit from strengthening. So if you're here, Dick, this one's for you. Bring your legs together, push down into your frame. We're gonna bring our right knee up into the chest. We're gonna reach it as far out to the side as we can, and then draw a circle, or whatever it is, a line around to the back. Now, when you come through the middle, we're gonna turn our knee as inward as possible so that we have internal rotation kind of neutral, external rotation, neutral, and then internal rotation. So we want to get the full wrapping of the hip. All right, press down into the frame, free up your neck, find your support front to back. Here we go. Knee into the chest, reach it out to the side, bring it all the way around to the back, then keep crossing, bring it into neutral. So our goal here is to move the leg independently of the rest of the body. But you know, if your hip moves a little, it's gonna be all right, I promise. Good. Woo, we need that fan directed on me. Flashlight, get the fan. Keep sleeping. Good. Try to keep both elbows straight. One more in this direction. Front, we go to the side, to the back, and then all the way through, and we're gonna reverse it right here. So we go back, out to the side, around to the front, press it through. Again, back, to the side, around to the front, aim that knee in as you press it through. Keep going, 2 more. Sorry guys, I need the fan. Around to the side, bring it front, press it through, there we go. And back, around to the side, front, press through. One more time, back, around side, front, press through, and then sweep it forward. Let's go ahead and take it forward, take a stretch. So stretching back through your hamstring, and then also pressing forward through your opposite leg. Good. All right, are we ready for the second side? Let's get into it. Bring that leg back up. Find your hands and knees position. Support from your center. We're bringing that left knee into the chest. Here we go. To the front. All the way around. Reach it through. All the way around. Make sure you find that internal rotation. Good. All the way through. Let's go 2 more. Make sure every time you're going through, you're trying to get it a little bit wider in your circle. Reaching out a little farther than you did the time before. Good, and then reversing. Here we go. Back, around to the side, front, and then a little internal rotation. Here we go. Yes. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Keep your lower back supported. I don't know how mine's doing. Feeling a little off on all fronts today, but I'm gonna do the best I can to keep checking in. Last 2. And last 1. Good, and then bring it forward. Find that stretch. Oh. You can replace your bungees if you like for a moment. Actually, if you replace the left one, let's come all the way back. We're gonna take the, is that right? Oh, we're gonna take the right hand down. Is that right? We're gonna move the left leg and take the right hand down. Oh my goodness. All right, so we've got kind of like a different stance, a little asymmetrical stance, but we're still keeping our chest to the ground. And we're gonna reach that back leg back. It's the opposite leg of the arm that your forearm is down. And then you're rotating your hip out a little bit. So we're gonna flex as we kick up and then point as we come down. I'm almost touching my calf to my heel. So I wanna press up with my outer thigh, point as I lower down. Here we go. So big stretch up and no change in the middle, yeah? So as I kick up, I stay supported on the underneath side. I reach out to lift up. I don't know if I can balance here. So, whoa, on the way up, it's right here. On the way down, it's right there. Too hard. Good. Lift it, lift it, lift it. See if you can go higher every single time. Sometimes you'll surprise yourself. This is where my ex-dancer gets really excited. Okay. Lift and lower. We have 1 more to lift up. I want you to hold it up here. Get to your highest level. We're gonna bend that elbow in towards the front arm and then kick it way back. Keep that knee lifted. So we bend it in, knee stays lifted as you kick it out. Every time trying to go maybe a little higher, at least keeping your knee lifted. Out. Good. Pull it in. Kick it out. If you're feeling the bottom leg, congratulations. It's for both. In. Good. And out. And in. We go 4 more times. Reach. Pull in. The hips will be happy after they finish this one. Great. 2. And in. Lift that knee up for the last one. Reach. And pull it down. All right. Go ahead and replace your bungees, or you can stay where you are. Open your knees out to the side. Take both hands over to the left if you just worked your right leg, and then shift your hips over to the right. Take a little stretch. If you just worked your left leg, do the opposite. Just a little breathe. Good, come on up through the center. I just did I got a shirt with the Barbie font, but instead of Barbie, it says breathe. I'm pretty excited about it. Okay, we are going to take the opposite leg. I'm just changing directions to make it a little easier. Elbow comes down, front arm's there for support. We're gonna shift that leg back. We're gonna turn it out. We're gonna avoid our plants, and then we're lifting it up to the top and lowering down with a point. Flex and reach, point to lower. Flex and reach, point and lower. Yeah. That's it. Lifting and lowering. You got it. Up, 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 and reach. Again, a little higher on the next few. I always forget to go a little higher, not gonna lie. I'm human. Too many trainers act like they're superhuman. We're human. Some of us have a little more capacity or a tendency for risk taking, but we all have that moment that says, yeah, I think I'm comfortable here. I don't want to push it anymore. That's when we show up and we just say, is there any more to go? Good. One more, up to stay. Here we go. We bend it in, knee to elbow. We press out. We pull in. Push into the frame with your arms so you can keep that knee up nice and high. Reach. Good. I like to put my foot up higher than my knee, but when I lift my knee up first and press my knee to the ceiling, I always get more work out of it. This side, we're feeling it. We go for 4, 3, 2, one more, all the way out to extend it. Reach it out, bring it all the way down. Take your hands to the other side. Shift your hips off to the side you just worked. Mamma mia. We watched too much Super Mario Brothers this weekend. Good. Release. All right, let's come around. For those of you who watched that movie, just be glad I'm not screaming like Toad. All right, so we've got our bands, and I've got a light and a medium. The pre-class me wanted the light. The warmed up me is ready for the medium. So tried as best I could to take care of my future self, and here we are. So we're gonna come down on our backs. All right, we are gonna do a little bit of core work here. So we're going to take the band, light or medium, onto the outer edges of your feet. So first and foremost, take your hands behind your legs and just look at your feet. Feel your weight into your pelvis, into your rib cage, and then it's like you're trying to use your feet to stretch the band apart without changing your lower leg. So if I had a spotlight on the bottom of my feet, the spotlight would be facing away from each other. So it's just an ankle exercise. And the idea is that we go press out, slowly rotate to center. Press, slowly rotate to center. We're gonna get a lot of footwork over the next couple of weeks, you all, because I want a quick recovery, okay? That's what I want. I'm gonna be a little bratty about it too. So I'm gonna just work hard on it. And I promise I'll rest. But you are seeing the full damage of a person who depends on their body for everything and is really overeducated. Good. Pressing out, reach it, slowly release it in. Press and reach, and all the way in. You should feel the outside of your shins a bit. If you're not, push a little harder. Good. We got 4 more. Press it out. Slowly release it in. You can keep holding on to your legs if you need to. Good. Last 2. Come on, little foot. Last 1. Good. All the way in. Hug it in. Keep the band around your legs. Just relax. If you're doing this without a band, all of the movement is the exact same, okay? Hands come down by your side. Flex your feet. Take a breath. We're gonna curl the head, neck, and shoulders up, and then we're pushing the band out with one leg. Pull it all the way in, and then go to the other side. If you need to support your head, go for it. If you just want to keep your arms by your side, that's okay too. Reach it out. So I want you really to work as much on the knee that's pulling in from the hip as you are from the leg that's pressing out. So you've got back of the leg, but front of the hip. Back of the hip, front of the hip, okay? Little glute, thigh, hamstring, and then hip flexor. Pull, 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 pull. Good. 1 more each side. Reach. You'll also feel the front of your ankle. It's all good. Reach. Good. Pull it all the way in. Rest your head and shoulders for a moment. We're gonna do 1 more little variation, okay? So take that band right behind or around your outside of your legs. Deep breath in. Curl up and reach. Send your left leg out, pull your right leg in. We're gonna pulse. Pulse. So we go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, ready, switch legs. Go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. You can leave your head down for this if you need to. Use the support you need. Go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and switch. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull it in. Woo. Turn your head from right to left. Good. All right, let's take our bands, if you're using them, take them above your knees on your outer thigh, and then place your heels onto your frame, which means you might need to slide back. All right, so we're gonna do a glute bridge up. We're gonna press the legs apart. We're gonna come back in, and then hip hinge to come back to the mat. So we go up, press, together, lower. When I say together, just bring it back to hip width. Good. Press. So you can get both legs to push up evenly, both hips to push up evenly. Press it. Release. Good. I think this song is my anthem. I don't want to slow down. I don't want to waste time. I know you all. I know I'm going to learn some life lessons. I just don't want to. There's a reason why I'm an entrepreneur. I like to do things at my own pace. Up, reach. Good. 2 more. How we doing? Last one. Press it up. Good. Open. Now release. Come down halfway and just press out and out and out. Just for the chorus. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ah. Good. Go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Good. Bring your knees into your chest. Take a little stretch. Breathe. Okay, we're gonna roll over to face knee. We're going to have the bottom leg bent, the top leg straight. We're going a lift, and then we're gonna go a hip hinge. So side leg lift, and then knee into the band. Or if you're not using a band, it's totally fine. You can have your hand behind your head. It's good. Up. Remember though, when we're in this position, if you need to lay down, whoops, lost it, and pull. If you need to lay down, you can lay down, but I want you to feel like you're in a side plank underneath. Let's find this new beat. We go up, in. There we go. Up. I think Christina just joined us. I'm sorry about the dates, my friend. I'm not sure what happened. I realized it said September 4th. Maybe I was trying to give myself a week off, but we're here. We're good. Yes. Up and in. 4 more. We go. Pull in. It's 3. Good. Good news is we get to stand up after this if we can. Good. We should be able to. Last one. And pull it in and release. Stretch it out. Just relax. Just have a moment with yourself. Just think about your choices, your life, what's happened so far. Let's turn to the other side. A little swivel around. See, we do push our edges in here. I meant what I said. It's not easy. It just doesn't. You question your life's choices like midway towards the end of the class instead of in the first 5 minutes. That's really what it is. Bottom ribs to top ribs, we go. Lift and knee pull in. And remember, on the rebounder, there is absolutely a sweet spot for your placement, especially in side lying. So find what you need to find. The other thing in side lying, which I didn't mention because I didn't feel it, which is a good thing, is if you're feeling a lot in the front of the hip, it means you got to push your heel back a little bit more. We want to feel it right in that side again, right? So here's hip, but that's more glute, which means it might not lift as high as you want it to, yeah? It might be a little more resistance. Good. Yes. Yes, Christina, I know, I'm not sure. I'm happy you're here though. Good. Wow. 4 more. This is my weaker hip and it just wants to give out. Kick and, but you can do 2 more hip. You can do 2 more with your little jiggly self. It's very quivery. Last one. Relax. Just breathe. All right, so if you have a band, come on up and join me on the knees. I told you, you're either gonna see me grow stronger or it's gonna be like a total downward spiral. Stay tuned to find out. Come over here. You can absolutely do this without a band. It is not necessary. So I have a pretty big rebounder. It's gonna take me 2 side steps on my knees to get over. You can also stand up and do this if the knees aren't working for you. If you have a smaller rebounder, just go side to side. But what we're gonna do is make it a little slower. So I want you to pour the weight down into your left knee, press out through your right, then shift the weight onto it. Bring it together, pour the weight down, press, then shift. The reason why we're doing this is that if you just kind of do this little weeble wobble thing, I mean, it could work. And look, I'm not there to tell you no, so do what you need to do. But if you push out, you're gonna feel a little more side hip, a little more control and connection. Press to the side. I'm not gonna give you arms. Do what you need to do. I'm just kind of like mimicking the quality. Press and back in. Yeah, press. It's like you're trying to get that leg out before you shift the weight onto it. Yes, good. All the way back in. All the way out, good. All the way back in. 1 more each side. Reach it and in. Reach and in. And 1 more, out and in. Last one, out and in. Now, another way to go about doing this would be to like press your legs apart here and then pull them back together. It just really depends on how much slide you want. Go ahead and come up onto your feet when you're ready, and then let's come up to standing. We're gonna wiggle our bands all the way down to our ankles. That kind of movement too shoots my views through the window, through the ceiling. Not always in the best of ways, right? All right, bend your knees. Find yourself hips over knees over ankles, shoulders over hips. Your alignment is strong. We're gonna just press out through the left, pull it back in. If you need to shift a little bit farther over to the side, go for it. Lead with your heel. It almost will feel like your toes turned in. Good. Press and in. So it's a little balance, but we're keeping our feet connected unless you want to lift them, which is totally possible. Good. Good. Reach. And in. And reach. And in. Do one more reach to go over. Pour your weight down into that foot wherever you need it. Shift your weight over. We'll go to the other side, okay? So press. Yeah, and I can even see in the mirror, in the monitor, that my toes want to push out. So I want the heel to go out because I want that hip action to be working for me. Good. Press. Yes. That's it. 2 more. Push. Lots of concentration going on. Make sure this knee is really efforting over your second and third toe. That was 2. Okay, so take your band. Let's come back into the center. And you want to take your band again around your arches. And if this doesn't work, lose the band. It's not the biggest deal in the world. So again, we're going to be shifted over a little more to the left because we're working our right leg. We're going to do a press out to the side, a little more resistance, pull in, and then we're going to lift that knee up and lower down. So hip flexor, hip, it's called abductor, okay? Moving the leg out to the side. We will go, reach out, pull in, arms come up, lift, pull them back together, okay? So reach out, pull in with control, lift, and it really helps to push down through that other side. Whoops, reach out, pull in, lift. It was a pattern for a reason. Okay. Press out, pull in, lift up, reach down, press out, pull in, lift up, then bring your hands together. Good, press it out, pull it in, lift it up. Ooh, a little quiver down on that standing leg. How you doing? Last one. Press out. Pull in. Lift up. And lower down. Okay. Go over onto the right side. Standing on that right side. Get your bearings. We're going to go all the way out. Press. Keep the arms out, Jenna. Lift it up. Hold them back together. That's what it is. Press them out. Leg only. Pull up. It's all about control, yeah? Lower down. We're going on this slow tempo, not to make it easy, but to ask you to hold everything for just a beat longer. Good. Good. That's it. Press. Oops. Pull in. Lift. Together. Press out. Oh, pull it in. And lift. And lower. Good. Press. Pull in. Lift. Y'all should be taking bets how many times I mess this up. Press it out. Pull it in. Lift. One more time. Reach. In. Lift. And lower. Good. Kick it away. Get it out of there. All right. We are going to do a little bouncing lunge. So let's take our left foot forward. We're going to take our right foot back. If it's possible for you to lift that heel up, you're going to keep it up. And we're going to try to bounce that lunge as low as we can for about 30 seconds. So let's get down into the lunge. Remember, you're not on a tightrope. You're on a railroad track. So have a wide stance of your legs. Lift up and support yourself through the center. Find your front heel. You can do any arms you need to. And we start right now for 30. Push down though, get them going. That's it. All right, we are just about halfway through. Keep going. Yes, over halfway. Push through that front leg. Hello. Little extra balance. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. There it is. We got it. Okay, let's set up the other side. Anybody else quivering? Just me? I've been a little quivery lately. Anyhow, all right. We're gonna keep most of our weight, almost all of it on that front leg. We go in 3, 2, start that bounce going, and 1. Remember, press your knees open a little so you can access those outer thighs. And just keep pushing into that front leg as much as you can. Good, almost there. Find it. That's it. 10 seconds. 3, 2, can't look at you, and 1. All right, relax, relax. Okay, we're gonna be in a wide stance. We're going to come down into a squat. We're gonna bounce that squat. I don't think there's too much of a need to leave the mat, is what I'm trying to say. So you can just push down and move that squat, okay? Are we ready? In 4, find your squat. 3, 2, 1, and just push it. Just make it active. Feels kind of silly. You'll see that burn in the thighs sooner rather than later. Good. Breathe. Sink a little lower if you can. Almost there. 10 seconds, 10 seconds. There they are. There it is. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! High bounce it, shift it, breathe it, whatever you need. We're gonna go again in just about 10 seconds. One more time for the squat. Getting all this nice stability work. Ready, set, and go. Get low. Push those legs. We can do it. Good. Concentrate. Boom, 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 boom. We're in it together, everybody. Press the knees open a little bit to find those outer thighs. Keep your chest up. Almost there, almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, feel those inner thighs on that one. All right, bounce it out. We're gonna calm it down a little. Let's grab a quick drink if you need it. If not, just balance yourself. Yes. Oh, awesome. Yeah, we're gonna keep working on them. You know, Christina says she loves the abductor work. I was doing a ton of it, possibly too much. About 6 months ago, felt a little too much. Backed off, maybe backed off too much. In any case, if you get my mailing list, you know that I'm a big, huge proponent focus right now on leg strength. It matters, you know. I'm not talking about lifting millions of pounds of weights, but there's a test called it says SCARF, but it's like SARCF, almost like SCARF. And I'll tell you about it in a second. So let's find a narrow stance that you can manage, okay? Pour your weight into the left leg. We're gonna do one knee lift, tap, this time up in the air, no band, out to the side, okay? You can do whatever you want with the arms. I'm gonna give you this pattern. So we're gonna go up, out. Up, you can tap in between. If you get super excited about your balance and don't wanna tap, just float it past the ankle, okay? Remember to keep your hips lifted, not like me on that last one. And work from the front of the hip as you lift the knee, from the side of the hip as you reach it out. Good. I'm going to the side and then just a slight bit back, yeah? Okay, so that test, it's can you lift and walk at least, I think it's like 50 feet, holding 10 pounds. That's one of the tests. Can you get up from a chair without using your hands? That's another test. 4 more like this. The other one is, can you walk up 10 stairs without like collapsing using your hands? Depends on which day, right? Last 2, threw myself off. Good, 1 more. Lift and reach, rest. Woo. And then there's obviously some ranges of motion, etc. Getting in and out of bed easily, getting out in and out of the car is another one. We take these things for granted, but you know, when you have anything that's compromised, even with soreness, it really highlights how important it is to be able to change levels, balance, use your leg strength to carry things. Let's pour the weight into your right leg. Have we calmed down enough for this side? Good. Strong through the center. Feel that long midline. We get ready to lift the knee up. Lift and reach. Woo. So, you know, I see a lot of my colleagues, you know, getting into powerlifting and things like that. And that is awesome. I mean, yeah, build that muscle while you can, right? However, that's not necessary. It's just, I mean, you don't have to go like so intensely into a resistance training program. You just have to practice the things that you want to do regularly, like walking stairs, sitting and standing, otherwise known as a squat, yeah? Getting into and out of the car, using your hip muscles, balancing. I'm never not in a line, whether it's for coffee or whatever, groceries, where I'm not balancing. I'm always on one foot. It's the most opportune. Good, we have 2 more. Oh, maybe not. Last one. Okay, stretch it out. Take a wide stance. Arms into an X. We're taking the left hand down the front of the body. Reach over to your right foot or to the frame. Sometimes the frame feels better. And just reach your left arm up. You can look to the ground. You can look up to your left hand. Just take that stretch. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let's bend your knees and then roll up the way you came across the body. Ooh, nice little balance challenge here. We'll go to the other side. Reaching down, finding that X. Little stretch in the shoulders. Bend your knees when you can and roll all the way back up. Good. From here, both hands reach down, reach for the frame, take yourself into a forward fold. You can shift those hips side to side, get the stretch where you want it, where you need it. And then if it's available to you, bend your knees, and I always like to do a little hanging squat back. Just be here for a moment. I'm trying to relax my back muscles in the stretch. Good, and then any way you can, let's make our way down into a little diamond. We'll trace the frame of the rebounder to reach forward and just relax over. Pay attention to your back muscles here. Often they grip in response to the stretch. How can you use your breath to let them release a little bit? If you can let your back muscles release, you can often find a little more length, a little deeper stretch. And this can be really healthy for your back in general. And just be here for about 4 more counts. Rolling up slowly. Coming to the top, taking your hands back and lifting your chest. Good. Let's take our left hand over to the right side of the frame and just take a little twisting stretch. Maybe the same thing happens here. You let those back muscles open, elongate. rolling back up on this side and then going to the other side. Rolling back up through the center, let's slide forward. We're gonna take our feet wide and go ahead and widen into the inner thigh stretch, just pressing your elbows back a little bit more. My feet left. There we go, now I have feet. Good. From here, come all the way up. Take your hand across to your right leg. You can also take it onto the frame or onto your knee. And I'm just bending my elbow down and stretching up this way. Pressing the knees open. Kind of nice to do this in a seated position. Good. And press down through your feet, through your hips to recover. Going to the other side. And coming all the way up and through. We finished our music, everybody. Let's get ready to stand up together. Arms open to the side in 3, 2, stand nice and tall. Release all the way down. Currently no pain being experienced. We'll wait until we step. I always feel good after I'm moving. It's part of the blessing and the curse. Sometimes you feel so good that you don't realize that something's going on, you know? Anyhow, don't forget our little question of the day. See how and why the moves matter to you. It always means so much that you're here with me every week. I will post a class for Thursday, so not to worry on that one. And then like I said, next week we'll be on for Monday. We will not have Thursday, and the following week, the week of the 11th, we'll be on for 3 classes all together. So let me know, again, what you want to see. I know Joy has talked about the neck, doing some neck stretches. I know we're in shoulder and hipsville. If there's anything else, we're going to be including the feet, whether you want to or not. Selfishly, personally, we all need it. And of course, the leg strengthening. So I'm excited to hear what you want more of. Drop me a comment, shoot me an email. Be sure you're on my mailing list, yeah, because a lot of times I'm asking questions and putting in little polls, so it's jennazaffino.com. And thank you for all of your support, It does mean so much to me. I'll see you on Thursday.
At all? Do you think about the things we used to do? No, you couldn't stand tall. So why didn't you call? So many years has gone by, but I think about you all the time. Looks like you're changing and all, but why didn't you call? Something in the air, always something in the air. Inexplicable, I can feel it in the air. Can you feel me? At all? Do you think about the things we used to do? No, you couldn't stand tall. So why didn't you call? So many years has gone by, but I think about you all the time. Looks like you're changing and all, but why didn't you